Hey guys, it's Strobium77 here again, bringing you another vlog from my hopefully ongoing series. I've come on another ride up into the countryside of Warwickshire, just to sort of natter about a load of crap, to be honest. Not sure there's much really I'm going to be concentrated on as a topic. Excuse me, I just swallowed a fly. Currently I'm standing in what looks like a cabbage field or a beetroot field or something. I think it might be sugar beet actually, I don't know, but looks cool. Got some seriously good views up here, it's fantastic. And there's my girl, there she is in all of her beautiful red crappy colour. I did try to record some on my, I've got a sort of good camera with a video recording mode on it, but stupid me forgot to check the batteries, so it did half of it and then cut out, which is most annoying. I did think of a topic today to talk about, and that's namely pillions. Now, everybody at one point or another is going to have had a person on the back of their bike, and they're going to have either been good at it or bad at it. So I just thought I'd see what you lot think about that. Today I had my nephew on the back for the first time. He's never been on a bike before. He's I think it's 16 or 17 now. He's quite a big lad, you know, but he went on the back and he was fine. It was a bit twitchy at first, which and he was sitting too far back, which I don't know if you know, when somebody else is on a bike and they sit too far back, it sort of takes all the weight away from the front end and you end up with the twitchy front tyre, which was a bit nerve-wracking. But yeah, he seemed alright with it, he enjoyed it. We couldn't really get up to speed or anything because it was all in town. I was giving him a lift from my auntie's, where he's staying at the minute, over to his other auntie, so she could mow the lawn and so he could mow the lawn and things. But you know, it was. I didn't enjoy it, to be honest. I'm not a big person for giving pillion rides to anybody. It just sort of pees me off. It wrecks the handling of the bike. It wrecks the braking of the bike. The stability just goes to pot. They're okay unless they do that weird thing where when you go into a corner they either panic and twitch, and that really throws you off balance, or they lean in the opposite direction, or they stay bolt upright. And in those circumstances it's really quite bad when you've got a pillion on the back. I must say I've had a few good ones in my time as well. Usually girls are a lot better than blokes at being pillions. I think blokes like to stay more in control, whereas girls tend to sort of trust you and let you get on with it. The best pillion I've ever had in my life, funnily enough, is my mother. As I say, she used to be a biker anyway, so she's quite up on the doing all the leaning and stuff like that, so she knows what to do when, and basically they always say sit there like a sack of spuds and you'll be a good pillion. So that's a good tip out there for you lot. If you ever want to get on the back of a bike, sit there like a sack of spuds and don't piss us off. Right, what else can I talk about today? So the other thing I was thinking of talking about, although it's probably going to be more of a moan than a proper topic, is the price of petrol. I mean, oh Jesus Christ, I felt the bike was on empty earlier, on reserve. Well, it has to run on reserve all the time at the minute because the fuel tank's gunked off, the fuel tap rather, and the main setting it doesn't work on, so I have to keep my eye on the odometer or whatever it's called, just to make sure. As you can see, I've reset it to 0 and I've done 11 miles since I came out earlier. It cost me £17.50 to fill the bloody tank up. I mean, Jesus Christ, and that's just on ordinary petrol, not this Super Plus, whatever it's called. I don't really understand that stuff. I know it's supposed to make your bike go faster it gives you a couple of brake horsepower or something, but it's I don't know. It just seems like a waste. It's like sort of 4p a litre dearer than the other stuff. And I didn't really notice an increase in sort of miles per gallon or power or anything like that. It just seemed to be a total waste, to be honest. I'm a bit cynical like that anyway. So, well, what do you think? Have you ever tried this Super Plus unleaded or anything and found it any better on your bike? Either with the fuel economy or anything like that? If you did, let me know. Now look at that. That is a gorgeous view. Look at this. This is, I don't know if you can see this, my bike with a little twisty road going off into the distance. That is just brilliant. Haha. So what else shall I talk about? Yeah, I've got a couple of responses back, and they've been really positive so far, and I'm really chuffed. I won't name names because I always get them wrong, and you know, you don't want to show favouritism or anything, do you? But it really sort of perked me up and sort of spurred me on to want to make a few more of these vlogs. And hopefully, I'm desperately trying to get my GoPro and everything so I can show you what I ride like. I did try an experiment earlier, and as I said, the batteries failed, but I strapped the camera around my neck and set it going and managed to record a little bit of basically the dashboard and slight bits of the road surface ahead, but it wasn't amazing. It didn't look brilliant or anything. It was just it was an experiment, and it failed miserably, but you know, you can't always get it right, can you? You'll have to excuse my voice today. I had a drink last night and my voice is like this morning, today rather. Yep, so hang on. A plane up there, look at that. Don't know if you can zoom in on this actually. Oh yeah, bloody hell, I didn't know that. Ooh, zoom in on the plane. Woohoo! I can zoom in on this view then. Oh, look at this. That is cool. Goes right the way around. There's not many sort of views in this part of the world that are really good, but this is one of them. Goes right the way around. You can see in the distance there, they're cutting the wheat at the minute. That's cool. Across this beautiful beet field or cabbage field or whatever it is. Zoom back in. Right, okay. Yeah, I bet that bloke thinks this bloke's just come past, the same jogger that was on the video earlier, and he gave me such a look like I was completely barking mad, which, you know, is pretty fair enough. I am completely barking mad at times, but at the minute I'm not. I'm just sort of wandering around in circles in a road talking to myself, but he doesn't know that, does he? Nah. And we all like to talk to ourselves occasionally. I mean, I'm probably the only person I get any sense out of most of the time. I think I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call this vlog a day today, because I can feel my voice sort of falling off the edge of a cliff now. Right, so hopefully some of you will comment on my load of crap that I've been talking about today again, and I'll catch you later then, guys. My train of thought back now. We all do summer riding and enjoy it like it's one of the big pluses about motorbiking, is to go out on a sunny afternoon like today where it's stonkingly hot, you know, the roads are clear, there's not many people about on a Sunday, have a really good blast about, but the other side to that coin is winter riding. Now I've not got a car licence, so I have to rely on my bike or bikes to get me through the winter anyway. So I have to ride every day of my life on a bike. It's all right at this end of the year, as I say, but when you get to the other end of the year, it starts to get a bit more difficult. I'm used to it now. I've done it for so long that it's not a problem or an issue. But I'm just wondering what you think about winter riding. The big things for me is the lack of daylight. I'm not blind or anything or myopic, but my eyes are not brilliant at night. I should wear glasses, to be honest, but I don't, because I'm a bit too sort of, I don't know, I just don't. If you wear glasses and you've got a helmet on, it feels really strange, and it sort of, I don't know, it just feels weird. So I should do it, I should wear the damn things, but I don't. But anyway, so my night vision's not brilliant, and I tend to slow really, really down for, you know, I end up creeping along sometimes. It's just really, really weird. But the other thing, road conditions in the winter, it's slimy. The road never dries out in this country in the winter, so you end up with sort of teetering along, being really, alright, teetering along, being really careful, not using your brakes as hard as you would in the summer, not leaning over as far, not accelerating so back end can step out and you can get into trouble that way. There's salt as well. Now, in this country, I think in other countries around the world, if it's a cold country, they have different means of dispersing ice when it forms on the road. In this country, they chuck salt all over the roads, like grit salt, which I think they mix it with molasses as well now to make it stick to the road, so it doesn't actually doesn't wash away as easily. But this means that if you don't really look after your bike, it'll rot away like anybody's business. It's horrible stuff. I end up putting like a protective coating all over my bike, just to try and stop this shit from going and corroding the hell out of my the bike. I mean, I don't know if you can see on here. The fork legs are pitted to fuck because of all this bloody road salt. I do clean it off quite often, but you know, sometimes if it's pitch black, I haven't got I haven't got a garage or anything to clean my bike in, so I have to rely on sort of either going out there with a handheld torch or a light bulb or what have you, and just trying to get it off. Or if you've had a hard day at work, you don't want to be sort of crouching down in the middle of the winter with no light and trying to scrub the damn stuff off. But yeah, anyway, what's I saying? Yeah, anyway, I'll skip past that because I'm boring myself. Yeah, so road conditions are a big sort of horrible thing. The other is the weather. Now, it's when you get cold on a bike, it seriously sucks. You have to dress like a yeti. I wear sort of thermal long johns, two or three pairs of socks. I wear sort of waterproof trousers because that keeps the wind out, and if you can keep the wind out, you lose winning half the battle. What else? I wear usually about 2 t-shirts, 2 jumpers. Then I've got this coat which has got 3 linings as well, so that'll keep you quite warm. But you know, if you get cold on a bike, and I'm not talking like chilly or anything, it tends to it buggers your riding up, because you'll be trying to ride along, but you'll stiffen up. It'll make you, because you're trying to keep warm, you tend to just sit there and you're not as fluid in your movements as you are if at this time of the year. So that's another thing that's quite bad. I mean, so you really have to stay warm. Plane up there, look at that. Don't know if you can zoom in on this actually. Oh yeah, bloody hell, I didn't know that. Ooh, zoom in on the plane. Woohoo! I can zoom in on this view then. Oh, look at this. That is cool. It goes right the way around. There's not many sort of views in this part of the world that are really good, but this is one of them. Goes right the way around. You can see in the distance there, they're cutting the wheat at the minute. That's cool. Across this beautiful beet field or cabbage field or whatever it is. Zoom back in. Right, okay. Yeah, I bet that bloke thinks this bloke's just come past the same jogger that was on the video earlier, and he gave me such a look like I was completely barking mad, which, you know, is pretty fair enough. I am completely barking mad at times, but at the minute I'm not. I'm just sort of wandering around in circles in a road talking to myself. But he doesn't know that, does he? Nah. And we all like to talk to ourselves occasionally. I mean, I'm probably the only person I get any sense out of most of the time. I think I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call this vlog a day today, because I can feel my voice sort of falling off the edge of a cliff now. Right, so hopefully some of you will comment on my load of crap that I've been talking about today again, and I'll catch you later then, guys. Slightly better resolution, just see it doesn't do that crappy. Oh yeah, that's what somebody told me, that because I was holding the phone sideways, it was creating these two great big fat black bars at the side, which so I'm holding it upright this time. I thought last time if I hold it sideways it'll be able to get the bike in and it'd show up better, but you know, it backfired dramatically, and you know, now my first ever vlog video is just a pile of shite. But God, I can't believe how flipping good this view is up here. I don't know what's over there. I think it might be the Malvern Hills, which are sort of like a mini mountain range about 40 miles away. Let me through this gap here. Rawr. Just through there. Goes on for ages. That's cool.